Koh Tao is one of the most beautiful islands in the world, in my opinion. I've fallen in love with Koh Tao. It's one of those places that sucks you in and you never want to leave. But is this the perfect digital nomad spot for you? Well, let's delve into the lifestyle, the amenities, and the cost of living here on the island. Right now I'm just taking in a little bit of the beach ambiance. So I'm at a place called Breeze. With rainy season coming, the beautiful days are limited because it's getting cloudy and rainy, so I needed to take it all in. I have a watermelon juice, and I got a falafel wrap. There are some incredibly beautiful beaches on this island, but a couple really easy ones to get to would be Auluk Beach. And Sharks Bay is phenomenal if you want to go snorkeling. You could see some turtles and potentially some sharks. I got a little kombucha and I got an incredible view. It's nice and quiet today. I am starting out at Near Me Hostel and Bistro. It is one of my favorite places in Koh Tao. It's located right in town, very close to the pier. I love working here because they have such great ambiance. They have a great menu of coffee and matcha, and I love matcha, so I got my matcha with water on ice. You can come here for cocktails. They also have beer on tap, and I love these little tables they have because each of these little tables here have a plug-in right beside them, so if you need to keep your electronics plugged in while you're working, like I do because my laptop doesn't last long. It gives like 2 hours on a full battery, and so I need to usually keep mine plugged in when I'm working. So it's super important for me to pick places that have plugs by the tables. There's so many cool places on the island. However, there's only a few places that cater to digital nomads. This being one of them, and as much as I love working at other places, if they don't have a plug by the table, that's a problem for me. But there's a few places around the island now that are getting more tables with plugs by them to cater to that niche. Near Me is located right next to the beach, so if you're working all day and you feel like coming to the beach for a little swim, then all you have to do is walk like 20 feet and you're here at the beach. It's so beautiful. This is the main beach in town near to the pier. Surprisingly, the water seems quite cool today because the water is generally pretty warm here. Today it feels cool. I forgot my swimsuit, so I can't actually go swimming, but I'm walking in the water because it feels so nice. I love it. When you are long-term traveling or a digital nomad that's gone for quite some time, it's super important to make sure that you're covered for everything, which includes medical. So in saying that, I want to thank Safety Wing for partnering with me on this video. Safety Wing is a travel medical insurance company and they have Nomad insurance. It's actually quite cool because they have an auto renew program. So if you know you're going to be gone a while, you can sign up for auto renew till you choose to cancel. So it gives you peace of mind while you're away. They cover up to $250,000. You can also sign up when you're already abroad. So if you forget to do it before you leave home, you can do it when you're already abroad, which is great. They have global coverage in over 180 countries. They cover things such as hospital stays, nursing care. They even cover motor accidents as long as you have proper licensing, you're not intoxicated, and you're wearing the proper safety equipment, which is such a big thing here because on Koh Tao and even in Koh Samui and Koh Phangan, motorbike accidents happen every day. I'm going to put Safety Wing's link down in the description below. When it comes to food on the island, there's a lot of different options and a lot of different price ranges. If you come to a local place like where I'm at now, they have chicken fried rice for 80 baht. You can't really beat the price. It's made super fresh, and I've been to this place before. It is so delicious. If you want something a little more extravagant at a little higher price range, then you can go to some place like Barracuda on the beach. They have the most incredible seafood, incredible salads. I love their salads, but that's going to be more like 300 baht plus for a salad. But if you're down to eat cheap, you can eat very cheap every day, and a lot of rooms here do have fridges in them, so if you have a fridge, there's also supermarkets. My favorite supermarket is called Smile Mart. It's located in Sari Beach. It's probably the biggest one I've found here, and they have such a great selection, so that's also an option if you want to buy your own groceries. because it is a small island, you can expect prices to be higher here than in the mainland. That goes the same for the neighboring islands of Koh Samui and Koh Phangan. To live comfortably here, you're going to want a minimum of $1,000 a month, and that means you're renting more of a local place, you're eating at local restaurants. If you want to enjoy your life a bit more and splurge on some meals and enjoy some sunset cocktails at places, then you're going to need over $1,000, I would say $1,500, even $2,000, but it's definitely worth it for the lifestyle you're going to experience here. Back to the cost of food and the grocery store. I find it, in my opinion, cheaper to eat at a local restaurant than to buy groceries and try and cook for yourself. I don't even have a kitchen in my room, so I can't cook for myself, even though I absolutely prefer cooking for myself and love it. It's definitely cheaper to eat local. This is by far one of the cutest co-working cafes in Koh Tao. It's called Taoni, and it's so open, tons of plugs for your electronics. They actually have 2 rooms that are opening up here that are specifically for co-working. So they're air-conditioned rooms, they have workspace, desks, and there's also going to be a green screen in one of the rooms. So if you want to come here and make videos, you'll have the space to do that. Really, this is a very beautiful spot and super easy to find. Very peaceful vibes. I love it. Look at how good all of this looks. I got this English muffin sandwich. They gave me some condiments. Perfect. Check out my English muffin. It is so soft and flavorful. Oh my gosh. Love the food here. I had to come back to Taoni to have a glass of their rosé because they have the most beautiful French rosé, and they fill the glass so full for you. You're definitely getting your money's worth. I'm not kidding when I say it is delicious. Obviously, I am in love with Koh Tao, but being a small island, there's pros and cons, just like everywhere else in the world. A great thing about Thailand now is that you get 60 days on arrival for a lot of countries, and if you want to stay longer than 60 days, you can easily get an extension. If you need an airport, there is an airport in the neighboring island of Koh Samui, which is very easy to get to by ferry. There's 2 different companies, Lampraya and Songserm. Both will run you about $20 for a ticket to Koh Samui. Also, I've never been to the airport in Koh Samui, but apparently they have one of the coolest airports in the world, and it's all outdoors. The best way to get around the island is by scooter. You can rent from so many companies here. I think it's a little cheaper to rent it out of the center than right in the center, or even in Sari Beach area. It's going to be a little more expensive because it's super touristy at that end. But I rent my bike for 30 days, and so I get much better deal than renting by the day. It is a small island, so it's super easy to get around. The only thing you have to be mindful of is a lot of the roads are straight up. So you kind of have to have some practice as a driver before undertaking some of the roads. But if you're just going around town into different ends around like the main part, that's super easy to get back and forth on a bike. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. And the best part about this beautiful small island is that you can get to know people really quickly, so you can make friends. And then when you're going around town, you're always going to see people you know. You'll really have no problem of finding your people here. One of my favorite places to come in Koh Tao, which is located in Sari area, is Choo Choo's restaurant. It's a Thai food and pizza place. Their food is incredible. They also have draft beer. So I come here for a draft beer. I'm not here to eat today, but I eat here all the time. But I love to come and enjoy a nice cold glass of tiger beer. They have very good food for very good prices, and my favorite meal is papaya pad thai. Instead of noodles, they use papaya that's shredded, and it is so good. I love it more than regular pad thai because it's so much lighter, super reasonably priced. Another reason I love coming here is because after 5 p.m. every day they make popcorn, and I love popcorn. Being from a small town in northern Canada, I am a small town girl at heart, and I think that's why I love Koh Tao, because it's small and it has that small town feel. I'm always attracted to places with that small town feel. If keeping on top of your fitness is super important to you, Koh Tao has tons of options. Obviously, the biggest sport here is scuba diving, and the scuba diving here is incredible. I spent 30 days fun diving, rekindled my love for diving. I dove with a center called La Bombona. They're really amazing. They're located in Sari. Love the instructors and dive masters there. The diving here truly is top notch. There's a few different gyms on the island if you like going to the gym. One of them is Monsoon Gym that also has Muay Thai, and it's 150 baht for a drop-in day pass to use the gym. Also, there's Koh Tao gym. It's located in Sari. It's 200 baht for an entire day drop-in, but they're really well equipped. There's also a few different yoga studios, but my favorite happens to be Living Juices, located in Sari. They have this beautiful studio upstairs, surrounded by trees, lush and green, but they have different fresh juices and amazing organic, clean food. And it's the cheapest yoga studio on the island at 200 baht for a class. Everyone else charges about 300. But if you're looking for a really nice view, there is a couple places that you can go to for yoga with a beautiful, stunning view. A little harder to get to. You will need a bike to get there. I mean, you could walk. It'll be a difficult walk, but a bike's gonna help. There are so many beautiful spots on this island. I mean, look at this one. It is absolutely stunning all the way around. And I really have to say I love this little walkway just because it's built on the water. So I love walking on little paths like this that is built on the water. Always fun. One of my absolute favorite things to do is to get a friend and a beverage and a blanket, go sit on the beach and take in the sunsets, because as you can see, it can be pure magic here. I saved the most amazing co-working office in Koh Tao for last. It is called Blacktip. It is so beautiful here and so lush. They have really good coffee. There's a kitchen here with really fresh and healthy food. They really pride themselves on keeping a healthy menu. There's a air-conditioned room with desks, really good internet. I wanted to show you inside the room, but right now it's quite full of people. So I just filmed the outside. There's beautiful sitting areas. And if you go up the stairs in the back, you're gonna find a sauna and a ice bath, so you can stay extra healthy. There's even a little workout area if you feel like doing some exercise in between your workday. To work here, it's 200 baht for a drop-in, and they also have monthly prices. He's building more amenities on the property, so that price is subject to change in the future as these amenities get built up. And if you want to work by the month, then you can also pay monthly. I also love these little huts that he has on the property back here. So if you want some privacy and you just want peace, you can come sit here in one of the huts, get your work done. And of course, you're surrounded by nature. I love nature. I love feeling like I'm in the forest. So for me, this is perfect. And the best part is, right here on one of the poles, he actually has a plug so you can keep your electronics charged while you're working in the little hut. If we're talking about accommodation on the island, like I said before, it can be a little tricky. It is a small island and long-term accommodation can be in high demand. I rent a room at a local place. It's air conditioned. It has everything I need. It has a bed, a fridge, a little work desk. It also has my bathroom. The air conditioning is the most important part because I would not survive without it. The only thing I really wish I had was a kitchen, but this has been perfect. Super grateful that I've had it while I've been here. There's plenty of beautiful resorts on the island, and if you stay longer term, they'll usually work out a deal. You can also go on Airbnb and you can find monthly rentals on there. They're probably going to be a little more expensive through Airbnb. And if you're into more of a social aspect, then you can book a hostel. And one of my favorite hostels is Loft Hostel. It's located right in town, right near to the pier. Super easy access. They have great dorm rooms with curtains, so you have some privacy, and they have a great bar. So if you just want to have some cocktails and make some new friends, then you can go sit at the bar. They have a wonderful happy hour. But if you're working a lot, then you may want to stay privately like I do. Truly, Koh Tao is an incredible place. I've fallen in love with this little island. The amenities are continually growing for digital nomads and long-term travelers. So it may not be perfect, but there's some pretty cool spots and it's kept me here longer than I expected. And I know I'm going to be back in the future. Rainy season is coming, so yeah, there's going to be a lot more power outages, but the power outages don't last that long, but they do happen. That's something to be mindful of, especially if you're working and you need internet. Sometimes when the power goes out, you're also going to lose internet. So if you have business that can't wait, then you got to keep that in mind. I love Koh Tao, and in my opinion, it's one of the best places in the world for a digital nomad or for long-term stays. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.